Sup, everybody? Welcome back to another video. I know it's been a long time again since I've uploaded. I've been really out of ideas on content, but today I obviously have an idea on content, and it's obviously something that's been talked about for the last couple of weeks. So I figured I'd make a video on it, kind of give my thoughts on it. It's all about Bud Light, the beer, and the company Anheuser-Busch, and involves a trans activist who I had no idea who the hell this person was until this controversy came out. His or hers name is Dylan Mulvaney, and this person partnered with a tampon company and Nike Women, and you can look up all that stuff all you want on the side, but today we're specifically talking about Bud Light and Anheuser-Busch. So yeah, let's get into it. So if you're wondering what Dylan Mulvaney looks like, this right up on the screen right here is what Dylan Mulvaney looks like. As I said, Dylan Mulvaney is a transgender activist. I don't know why that is a thing, but it is the most 2023 thing I've heard this year so far. So, I can't even say I hate it because this world has gone so fucking whack. I wouldn't be surprised if there would be something even more retarded than something activism for swapping genders. But anyways, as I was saying, Dylan, he or she partnered with Nike Women, and they got a bunch of this is like all like women stuff, and nobody really heard about it until Bud Light, which is beer, which is typically a male space. Bud Light drinkers, I mean, like I said, they look like my uncle, and they have they're like men, they're fucking men. That is a safe space for men to drink beer. And obviously, I mean, when you see this on a can nowadays, which is, if you didn't know, that's the thumbnail for the video, but they're going to be like not happy with it. And then obviously the whole partnership with Dylan Mulvaney was just like a cherry on top of this really fucking shitty cake that they just decided to do for some reason. Obviously, the vice president for marketing or president for marketing, whatever the hell her name is, was trying to get rid of the quote-unquote frat culture and decided to do the partnership with Mulvaney. There was actually images of her that leaked out that, I shit you not, that she was drinking beer from a condom. Yeah, you heard me right. Drinking beer from a condom at some university she was at back in like the mid to late 2000s. And that it's the hypocrisy is really there. The hypocrisy is really there. Like, I get it. You're older. You're much more mature than when you were in college. I mean, that's just a given. But don't say you're trying to get rid of that image. You were the image of that at your college. And obviously, Anheuser-Busch did put out a statement saying, but we didn't want to divide people. How are you going to not divide people when you have Dylan Mulvaney, a transgender activist, and is a primarily left-leaning support system? And how are you not going to divide people? Like, most normal people, or most people that I know personally, don't want to hear lectures about people who switch genders, or a normality for something for people that don't even make up 1% of the population of the globe, or even in the United States for that matter. They just don't want to hear that. That's not me being transphobic. That's just me being honest and me telling what people are. They don't want to hear that stuff. They just do not. In fact, I feel like I'm holding back quite a bit in this video. I mean, I could say all that stuff, but that means you could say, but you're transphobic. Like, what? First of all, when I was a kid, when I was a little kid, transphobic didn't even exist. It just didn't. It never existed. And, with the Anheuser-Busch thing, obviously, if you look at their stocks, if you're a stock nerd like me, their stocks have been plummeting. Yes, they've been plummeting. And I look at their stocks. I look at it every day. It goes up a little bit because of, but they were already up. They were up. They were doing great. You want to know why? Because they're just regular people drinking beer. Until they did that, you know, if the American people's voices are not going to be heard, their dollar signs will be heard. And so they decided to flock to other beers. Miller, Modelo, probably Pabst Blue Ribbon, and a few other beer companies out there. They're flying to those because they don't want to have a beer that signifies that, They just don't. And I truly believe there's probably going to be another controversy later this year regarding Dylan Mulvaney or some other similar transgender activist. Obviously, another big prominent example is Chris Tyson from Mr. Beast, who is transitioning or has already transitioned. I don't know. I really do not care. Just transitioned, and that's been a big hot topic, and I might make a video on it. I don't know yet, but that's all I really got to say for this video. Apologize for not being more frequent in video making. Obviously, it's been another 2-month break. I'm going to try not to do that as often, but, shit happens. If I go in on another 2-month break, it's all right. I mean, you're not really missing much, but I'm going to try to make some more content and try to get back into the rhythm of making content because I was extremely burnt out the last few months. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching. Glad to be back. Glad to make videos like this again, just have a good laugh and laugh at degenerates like this and laugh at degenerate offers and degenerate woke-ass companies nowadays. So, yeah, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out, guys.